about to get underway in round 2 of the La Liga FC Pro. Tuga once again in action against Dani Aguilar. Somebody said, we got someone Stinger in the chat. He said, no R9, mate. We are taking Evos and packs.
No.
Someone said all 10 tokens acquired. But there is quite a lot of R9 love in the chat as well. Tuga getting kicked off. He'll be kicking from left to right in that Malaga strip, and from right to left in the burgundy and blue will be Daniel Aguilar. Let's see what else is happening, Grav.
You like your burgundy, right?
I do, yeah, great colour. A lot of people liking the Evos. A lot of Evos love in the chat.
I don't really like the Future Star Evo with the tokens, because it gives you the low-driven playstyle plus, which for me, I don't like it as much.
Stinger then followed up with a highlighted message in the chat and said, "Bro read my message, I made it." We're always watching.
We're always watching.
We're always watching. Let's see what else is happening then, because we've got a kick-off between PH Zin and Kone. We're going to be keeping our attention on that game as well, as it is one of the big acquisitions this year to the La Liga FC Pro, taking on a seasoned vet in Kone. He's been there, he's done it, he's a very, very accomplished player, but last year he was disappointed in his own performance. He got grouped in the first phase of this tournament.
In a fairly easy group, if we're honest. Did have Hugo Sanchez, Flippercito and him, and should have been able to make it. Especially because after the first 3 matches he had 9 points, and then he started losing matches, which was, I'm sure, tough for him, and he wanted to make a comeback this year.
Another comment in the chat here that I think is very, very interesting, coming from Monk. He said, I've never owned R9 in any of the games, so I'm not going to miss out on opportunity to get him. I think that's fantastic, as Pedri goes 1-0 up there for Daniel Aguilar.
That's a great shout, to be honest. If you've played FC for, I don't know, 10, 12, 14 years and you've never been able to get R9, that's a perfect chance for you.
Well, the ball's in the back of the net between Dani Aguilar and Tuga. Let's see what else is happening. I've mentioned PH Zin and the man we were just speaking about in Kone.
Yes.
Currently, I think he was top of the table when we saw the last update, simply through goal difference. He had quite a substantial goal difference lead. However, PH Zin will have been watching for the last 2-3 hours, and he'll have been eager to get his hands on a controller and kickstart his campaign.
Let's have a look at those player locks, those corners coming in from Kone. Xavi with the left foot goes wide. On game 4, we have Nathan playing against Rowney, with Rowney currently leading 1-0. In game 5, we have Marin against Zidane, with Marin leading 1-0. And on game 6, Alberto Beca has just scored the first goal of the day for him.
Plenty to get our teeth stuck into across the grounds. And if there is some big emerging stories, I'm sure Ryan Pessoa will be on hand to give us any updates from those other matches.
I can see the Kone fans just giving him support on the chat. Trying to see if I can see any PH fans. Brazil, where are you? Can't see you. We have the Portuguese fans rooting for Tuga as well.
And Di Fernandez.
Di Fernandez as well. We want to have a look at the support for your players.
It's a late night for the Aussies.
It is.
With Michael Evan, but he is in action right now, taking on Dayu, and does find himself 1-0 up as it currently stands. That's a lovely play and a great finish. PH Zin is here, and he is locked in.
What a goal. I mean, we all talked about the third man theory, in which you're looking for a player, but you gotta get the ball to the cam so he can make the pass, and you can see that the theory from FC Barcelona just played perfectly. 1-0 as we just jump over to Daniel Aguilar against Tuga, Huesca against Malaga, and Dani, looking for the second goal.
Yeah, looking for the near post. It was an Intercept Plus that popped up there just to save Tuga from going 2-0 down. More than happy to recycle out the back and keep calm when it does get a little bit hairy. Tuga is always on hand. He does look for one of those runners going forward. That's Johan Cruyff now reversing inside and recycling. And there is Johan Cruyff, who finds the ball inside the box. Little bit of space, little bit of time, and the back of the net is hit.
I'm sure Danny is not happy with the way he player switching there, because he did cover the prior runs, but then it was an easy pass into the cam. He misclicked the player switch at the end of that attack. As you can see here, he tried to go for the player switch into the centre back, didn't do it. That's 1-1.
Makes it look very simple, but it's those split-second decisions on the right stick or in and around the box that can really hurt you. Just having a look across a couple of the other games. Is that a high-scoring game there with Alberto and
Ale
Ortiz?
Yes, that's it. That's game 6 at the moment. Ale Ortiz is leading game 3-2. That's just 20 minutes played, 5 goals. I mean, I'm sure Ryan will be able to talk about it with us for a bit, as we just have a look at Nathan against Raoni at the moment, with a 1-1 result between Andorra and Racing de Santander. And on the other side of the screen, you can see Malaga against Huesca. That's our future match, our main match between Daniel Aguilar and Tuga, Portuguese and the Spanish player. As you can see, that's a great counter-attack now for Tuga. Goes for the player lock, decides to turn. He's looking for an extra pass into Nico Williams. Nice player switch from Daniel Aguilar. Tries to cover the pair. Come on, Tuga. I mean, what can we say? He was patient, he was brilliant, and he was incisive. That's 2-1.
It's Tuga time in Barcelona. A lovely finish. Finds himself 1-0 down, but as we said, he is playing some very, very good FC right now. In terms of form, he might be the most on-form player here.
Top 3, maybe? Nico?
Yeah.
Top 2, even. Trying to think.
We saw a goal there, hit the back of the net between Ronnie and Nathan Essar. Just seeing the replay there coming in. We'll bring you that highlight in full when we do see it. I think Chesita as well just finished top 4.
Yes, he did.
In one of the recent cups, so he'll be one of those form players. Looking to pick up 6 points when he's back underway. But right now, Tuga in a position to put himself top of the table, 6 points out of 6. And in a real...
It's a good shout. I'm trying to think. I would say Nico first, because of the way he played in FC Pro Open. I would say Tuga second. And maybe the third one, I'm thinking Neat. Because on the qualifiers, he was top 9 at the moment after the first, second, and third qualifier. So I would say Neat is the third one.
That's a nice through ball to bring Yamal into play. Finesse shot, just aimed wide on that occasion. Anything else to really look at?
I don't think so. I think maybe Ryan will talk to us about what's happening in those games, because I don't know at the moment. But now a chance for a counter-attack. Lamine Yamal goes for the finish to make it 2-2. Huesca is still alive.
Yeah, it really came from nothing. That it was a goal kick. He played out the back and just finds himself with daylight between the goalkeeper and Yamal. And a lovely finish into the top corner. Huesca and Daniel Aguilar level pegging as we are slowly approaching half-time here. Let's see what's happening between PHZ and Kone. That was our sort of second game, shall we say, that we were keeping a very close eye on, because there has been goals and they have been flying in as we join the game at the perfect time.
Whoa!
Johan Cruyff wheeling away in celebration.
Is that 2-3? Or was it Girona? No.
It's a finish.
It was a finish from the Real Sporting striker. Is it 2-3? We might have a look.
It was an offside trap that was played poorly.
From Kone. That is 2-3. So Kone
Turn the game
scored 3
around.
goals.
Well, let's have a look at those goals that brought Kone back into this match. We can show you them now. This was the first one. Xavi around the corner to Yamal, and right-footed strike there into the back of the net. Again, a lot of space for Perez to drive into. The goalkeeper came but stood up to it, and it was an easy finish in the end. And then around the corner, Yamal into Bellingham.
What's going on?
Not sure what happened there. Did he slip? Did he slide tackle?
I don't know. I don't know.
They had the sprinklers on before the game. The pitch is wet. And since we last saw this game, PHZ was in pole position. He was looking good. He was playing well. Kone has turned up, though.
He has, yeah. Especially attacking those transitions and defending well with the intercept plus. He's using Bartra, which is an interesting choice for a centre-back. Some that I might not use if I was him. I don't know, because it's a tough one. Of course, every single one is going to use Eder Militao, the prime-time player. But then the other centre-back, maybe Vitor Reis, the future star with the intercept plus. What a wait for a counter-attack! Maradona! Woohoo! 4-2.
Some performance that we're seeing here from Kone. PHZ, every time that he's called upon to defend at the moment, Kone, he's cutting him open. First time pass round the corner, right-footed strike into the back of the net. 4-2, 2-goal cushion for Kone. Maybe he's hearing us.
Probably.
When we're talking about Tuga being top of the table, he wants to keep his place there with a 6-point perfect run so far for the Girona man.
When the camera gets back to us, you'll see how close we are to PH and Kone.
Yeah, literally right over our shoulder, these two players. Thankfully, both got headsets on.
Thankfully.
So they might not be hearing us. Also, our audio isn't the one going out in the room. It's the Spanish broadcast that is being projected out. As we approach half-time, we will be hearing from our very own Ryan Pessoa to give us a few updates of other games that is happening. As you see that table right now, and there is one man sat comfortably top, and it's
Kone. He's
Girona.
chilling. He's chilling there, comfortably at the top.
He could look to go 5-2 up here as we approach half-time. Ping pass out wide. Perez back to Xavi. Can he pierce that defence of PHZ into Maradona? Twisting, turning. Just can't quite get the shot away. Great performance so far, though, Grav.
I mean, brilliant. Brilliant way to start the game. We didn't see the 3 goals he scored. We saw them in the replay, but he was playing good. As we just jump over to game 1, in which Daniel Aguilar and Tuga are still 2-2, just as we go over to the second half.
Yeah, even playing field so far between Tuga and Daniel Aguilar. It feels like a game of little chances, but when they have got in front of goal, for the most part, Grav, it's been perfect.
I'm sure Danny's comfortable with the way his players switching aggressively, looking for those offside traps. And then on the other side, Tuga has to suffer with those transitions. But Ryan, what's happening on game 5, game 6? What's going on?
Yeah, there's been a lot of goals. Mark 11, 4-0 up against Dayu. It's been dominant. It could be more, and it probably will be in that second half as well.
Do you see that game? I mean, it's coming from a place. He lost his first game. Do you think he realised how important it is?
Yeah, I was speaking to Denman as well. We were saying that once he's in flow state and he's sort of urging him to forget about what's happened, top players will drop games and points in this format. So it's just about focusing on what's next and trying to bounce back. The other game you mentioned as well, Marin's leading against Zidane 3-1. Again, it could be more. It actually very, very easily could be more. Still the second half to be played though.
Do you think Zidane can make a comeback, or is it a difficult one?
I think what benefits Zidane is that it's 9-minute halves. You still have the capabilities to have more time, to create more chances, and we've seen him over the years, you especially, Gravison, will know. He's somebody that has a lot of belief, even if he's losing, so I think he can still do it.
Thank you very much, Ryan. We'll check in with you on the desk in a little while. But that's what's happening from across the games and across the grounds with our very own Ryan Pessoa. Back to the commentary desk with myself, Richard Buckley, and the 2019 LALIGA champion, Gravison.
7 years ago. That's a lot of time now. I'm comfortable here just casting with you, Rich. I don't look back on those times.
Look back with joy.
Yes, I do.
Because then, also, you didn't have PhD in.
No. No.
And Emre Yilmaz from last year.
No. It was just me, Danny, Zidane and Donny. That was pretty much it.
A big player that we're not seeing this year for the first time in a while, JRA. I've seen him around the venue, but he's not playing. Do you think there is maybe a bit of a changing of the guard here at the FC Pro LALIGA?
Definitely. I mean, Nit is now, this is his 6th year competing here. So for Nit, for example, he used to be so young. He used to come here when, I don't know, just full of hunger when he was 16 years old. And now he's a veteran, same as Chosita. So definitely, 100%. It's a pass. The touch has been passed. And now we have seen, we still see a couple of players still competing at the highest level, even though they're quite old. I mean, Danny, Nico. Nico's 26 now.
Yeah.
Danny's 27. In esports terms, they are quite old.
Veterans.
Yes.
Yeah. Especially in esport as well, where 16 is, for us, you can get into it. We got a few very young players here coming through, 18-year-olds, who are looking to make a mark on this tournament. Down to the byline. Here is Daniel Aguilar, just whipped into the box. It's going to fall nicely at the back post, and that's ricocheted up and over the crossbar. As you can see on the right-hand side of your screen, it is 4-3 right now. Girona still leading. Let's jump to that game in full, and we can see how PSG looks to force his way back into this tie.
Look for the advance defending from Eder Militao. Gets the ball to Cruyff, and that could be a great chance for a finesse. Ooh, blocked by De Jong.
Yeah, just a couple of bodies in the way. Too many to force his way through. We'll see the goal that did close the gap.
Whoa.
Bruiser came out and activated, but Gareth Bale too strong. And that's a low-driven shot. That's why Gareth Bale's in the team. PHG's getting loud. 4-4.
That's the thing with the Brussels playstyle. I don't know if you agree with this one, Rich, but I feel like Bruiser, when you have a body type which is small, which is Pachaspino is quite small, he's not that tall, and if you activate that Bruiser, even though it helps you with the strength, you are still a small item. So if you look for that, just, I don't know, that you start spamming the X, when you're playing against, I don't know, Gareth Bale, Thierry Henry, those big wingers.
You can't do it.
You can't move them.
Just look how close we are, by the way.
We're so close.
to that booth. It's almost, I mean, it's right there. PhD, you heard that shout. Probably came through the microphone at home.
Yes.
2-2 here. Still all level. That's beautiful from Tuga. The close control dribbling with Yamal. Opened up the space. And the finesse shot, perfect, into the bottom corner.
Dan Aguilar went for the advanced defending because he thought Lamine Yamal was going to take it with the right foot. And just a quick turn, open up the angle for the left foot, finesse, and goes in. And that's the thing with FC. You might think this is a poor defense from Danny. I don't think so. I think it's just a 50-50 situation. You think he's going to shoot with the right foot. You go with the advanced defending. He goes the other way. And you know. But you know when Lamine Yamal is just turning, you know.
It's over.
It's over.
Yep.
That's sweet too.
Instead, you're praying that he's aimed wide of the post or he's aimed too close to the goalkeeper. But from that angle, you don't really need to aim because your body's already going that way. If you press the R1 button and you do hit that finesse shot, I would say even on precision shooting, 99% of the time, you're going to at least work the goalkeeper.
100% Rich. Now Malaga is leading the game 3-2. And what's happening in other games, Rich?
Yeah, I'm just looking across the board. If we can go there, Station 4, it's Nathan SR and Rowney going head-to-head. And it's 3-3 right now between these two. Nathan SR did win his first game. I believe it's 8-6.
Yes.
In the end. And he's looking to pick up a maximum point haul of 6 points, given his position today.
I'm sure Tuga is comfortably keeping the ball now.
It's a long time, though.
20 minutes. And I think Danny Aguilar is team pressing now. But you can see the way Tuga just keeping the ball. That's the way he always gets the ball. He gets the ball back, and now a chance for a counter-attack. This is the way Tuga likes to play the game.
Pedri, 3 play-style pluses to pick from. Dinked into the back post. He tried that earlier, and he just fell to him at the back post. This time, Gareth Bale coming in at that back post. Defender can't get near him. A little bit of a throwback goal, to be completely honest. A dink into an area where the attacker is just too physical on the fullback, and at that point, you get the header right, you find the back of the net.
That's the thing with Gareth Bale. I'm having just a quick look at his stats. That's 86 jumping stats, 86 heading accuracy. It's going to go in. Just as we go over to this Granada-Las Palmas match, that's 4-2 to Marin. Zidane is struggling at the moment. He got a win in his first match, but now he seems to be struggling for a bit.
I just saw someone in the chat, as chance there doesn't come to anything, saying that's why you don't play around with the ball with that much time left.
Do you agree?
I think so, especially with 9-minute halves. From 75 onwards, it's a lot of gameplay left to play, and you have to be perfect. And you also, I think, there's enough time there to progress the ball forward and try and score again. We're not playing champs here, where 75 to 85 goes by in a flash. It's a lot of gameplay left to go through.
Agree. And I'm thinking about the game you were talking about, game 4 between Rowney and Nathan. It's currently 4-3.
Wow.
Rowney. Whew. I don't know if you... The thing with Rowney's matches today, as we just jump over to game 4 in just a second, as you can see now, a chance for a counter-attack. Nathan twisting, turning.
What a goal.
Lamine Yamal with the right foot.
What a goal that is. The double tap pass just teed it up and said, go on, have a strike at that, have a hit. You see Gabgol in behind him, one of the most successful coaches, I think it's safe to say, that we've seen
for sure
in this scene, alongside Nathan SR.
Every single player today has 3 games to play. Rowney's 3 games. Game 1 against Nico, Game 2 against Nathan, Game 3 against PH. The whole South America.
That is a horrific run of games. Got to say. Well, here he is. Up against Nathan SR. 4-4. Given the 3 plays that you just said there, do you take a draw at this point? I know me and Ryan were saying earlier, draws don't really help you in the grand scheme of things, but...
I would say you get... especially after losing against Nico, I would take a draw, and then I will fight for my life for the 3 points. And then you end the day with 4 points out of 9.
Against maybe 3 of the semi-finalists when we get all the way to the FC Pro Liga finals.
It's okay. I take that.
Well, we've still got 10 minutes left to play here. Nathan SR will not be thinking draw. He'll be thinking maximum haul, as the referee doesn't blow up for a free kick there. I thought there might have been a collision between defender and Mbappe. And it's a chance for Roni to flood forward here. Maradona, not in a position where he wants him. He probably wants him more in field to try and impact the game. Williams can't turn and just turns into a cluster of Andorra shirts.
He's on.
And it's once again Lamine Yamal being the catalyst. Johan Cruyff McGeady cancel. A little bit of technical dribbling, just takes the strike from an unusual angle, a little bit too far out for that low driven, I think, really to hurt Roni. And this is end-to-end FC with only 5 minutes left to play.
As we just have a look. No, well defended, and we're going to jump over to game 3, because at this moment PH has not only scored once, but twice to make it 6-4. And he made the perfect comeback.
Yep, he absolutely has. And just as we looked away, Nathan SR, I think, has just got another goal up.
Another one. I'm sure they're...
Chance inside. PHC. What a save. What a save that is. To the back post. Nodded down. Not cleared though for Girona.
And it seems like PH is now comfortably just holding possession. He's trying to go forward. PH is not a player that will just keep the ball for 10 minutes looking for nothing to happen. He will try to score more goals, but he knows he's not in a hurry.
Just looking across the other games, we've not been to our featured match for a little while. Daniel Aguilar and Tuga. That is 3-3. That's where we left it with 10 minutes left to play. Mark 11 has run out a comfortable victor in the end against Dayu. And a chance for Kone. Dinked over the goalkeeper. Did it get there? Did it have the legs? Not quite. Just headed off the bar. Under the crossbar, should I say. Sorry.
And now we jump over to the main match, game one, between Daniel Aguilar, between Tuga. As you can see, 8 minutes left to play. Daniel Aguilar holds the possession and looks for another attack.
Yeah, we'll be bringing you all those full-time results with Nicole at the desk, but some of the big takeaways as Daniel Aguilar fires himself 4-3 up. That perfect run from Tuga looks to be coming to an end.
Wow, I mean, the team press came just on point, and the timing from Danny was amazing, because as just the team press came on and the players went to defend on a 1v1 basis, he went for the ping pass into a striker. He knew it was a 1v1 situation between a striker and centre back, and it's a similar situation in which I said before, it's not a poor defense, it's a 50-50. Bellingham can turn to the right foot, left foot. Tuga thought he was going to turn to the right foot, which wasn't. As you can see there, controlled perfectly by Jude Bellingham to make it 4-3 with the left foot. What a goal.
Sorry, am I seeing that correctly there? Just, I don't know if you saw that in the bottom right. Was 86?
84-16 possession?
84% possession?
Nah, that's got to be... No, impossible. I mean, I will ask Daniel Aguilar when these games ends, but it's impossible.
That was the translation, correct?
We've seen Tuga hold the ball for a bit, right?
Yeah. That was the correct translation, right?
Yeah.
That was possession stuff.
Yes. You know your Spanish, Rich.
That's right.
As you can see there, the goal by Daniel Aguilar, and now Huesca has to defend for 6 minutes plus added time now. Tuga will go forward. Oh, that's a poor offside trap. Looks for the cross. Defend. What's going to happen in here? No, gets the ball back. And now that's a beautiful press, Manuel, by Tuga.
Yeah, Tuga more than likely will get a chance out of this. He's going to try and play for that recycle. Jude Bellingham into Pedri. He can fire it through the space. Into De Jong. There's the equaliser. It was always on the cards. It feels like a point apiece is the correct result from these two vets.
It does look like it, indeed, Rich. And again, I feel like Danny was a bit too passive on that defense. I mean, there's not much that Tuga did, really. Attacked on the wing, went for the ball to the midfielder, just went forward for a bit. He went forward, he decided to go for the pass into Frenkie de Jong. That's it, that's 4-4 still. We have, I think, 3 minutes left to play, plus added time. Do you think Danny will hold possession? Try to look for the last attack. I think
you have to.
Maybe a bit too early. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you have to. I'm just having a look over my shoulder here. A lot of these players rounding up the games here. Getting a few thumbs up from the players as they walk past. It's usually a thumbs up to us if they win. If not, they just walk straight past us and completely ignore us.
I've been there. I've done it as well.
You don't want me coming up to you going, how are the game? 4-4, 3 minutes left to play. Probably, you'd imagine 8 goals. Maybe the possession was because we had a technical restart in the game.
It could happen, yeah.
So in that case, if I'm correct, we probably won't get much injury time. Let's wait and see. I think that will give us a better picture on how this game has transpired.
I'm confident they're both happy with the draw.
Yeah. Let's wait and see. If it's only +1, you might not even get an attack out of that, to be honest. You have to go up the pitch quickly. That's a mistake, and that's given Tuga the ball. One final chance for Tuga to steal 3 points. It is only 1 minute. Can he find that pass inside to open up the space, open up the pitch? Frankie de Jong, twisting, turning, waiting, twists him into oblivion. Frankie de Jong, Tuga.
Wow.
Ruthless.
Wow, wow, wow. Perfect FC from the Portuguese. As you can see.
Look at Dani Aguilar. Distraught.
He did have, he tried to just hold the ball for the last attack, but the manual press from Tuga was just in time, especially with the advanced defending by Nico Williams. He got the ball back because he was aggressive, and then with Frankie de Jong, the left stick dribbling was just amazing. And we thought a draw was coming in, but I gotta give it to Tuga. He was aggressive when he needed to, and he was passive when he needed to with Frankie de Jong.
6 points for Tuga. Last minute winner. He does the job when he needs to. 5-4 victory. He will roll away in the end. We said it at the start. On form right now, currently. He's probably, I said probably top 3, top 5 right now with how he's playing. And those results like that, they showcase how good he is playing, because there was not a doubt in his mind. Maybe Daniel Aguilar thought, I'll take a draw here. Tuga was thinking all the time through that game, I'm winning this match.
Especially because when he was passive, because in the 60th minute, he was a bit too passive and he got punished. So I feel like when that happens, you know you got to be aggressive. And when you have the chance, you're not happy with the draw, you got to go forward. And you're still always learning. And when he was a bit too passive, he got punished. So what did he do in the last kick of the game?
Went forward.
Went for it.
We see behind us now players from that round starting to filter out. New players coming in. A big round. Tuga is the talk of the town. 6 points for the Portuguese star. Let's head right back on over to the desk. Nicole, Brandon, Ryan. A lot of games and a lot of stories starting to emerge.
What a game we just witnessed. That was so exciting. A last-minute winner. I mean, we love to see it. I don't think Dani Aguilar was best pleased. He looked absolutely devastated, as you'd expect, Ryan.
Yeah, I feel for him. I think he made a mistake. I think pressing tackle there, because Tuga has to go forward. The time is done, basically. He only has one option. He can't recycle the play. I just didn't think it was necessary from Dani, I'll be honest. I think it's a mistake.
It was end-to-end, though. It was a bit of a thriller to watch, wasn't it,
It was the round that sort of made everyone a bit emotional, wasn't it? I think PH Jim was emotional because he's been waiting about 5 hours to start playing, but at least he got a win under his belt. Those are the results coming through. I mean, what on earth happened in that Real Betis game? I've got many questions there.
I know, Mark. Yeah, you kind of don't know what to talk about first and which fixture to look at. Mark needed a big win, Ryan, and I mean that was a statement performance there from him.
I know he was confident before that game, but I didn't think 8-1 would have been the scoreline. I know he was up by 4 at around half-time. The other results as well, you can see they're closely contested.
Nathan SR, if I'm right, 6 points from 6.
Top of the table.
I mean, what a welcome to him to the Liga FC Pro. FC Andorra have never played in a Liga FC Pro before as well, and they're having quite the start, to say the least.
I imagine. I mean, we'll have a look at everything and standings and how things are looking shortly, but I believe, Brandon, it will be Tuga and Nathan that will be sitting pretty at the top of the table, right? Yeah,
well, we can see Tuga's game back here now, can't we? It was the battle, I think, of the old guard. But as Ryan's been saying, and I have to agree with him, this is one of the best Tugas we've seen. And the fact that he's getting older, he's getting better. I mean, Ryan was getting older and he didn't really get...
Yeah, literally.
No, he's good.
He doesn't mean it, Ryan. He's just teasing. You didn't know how this game was going to end, what was going to happen. But when we were chatting beforehand and previewing the game, I think it was Mr. Richard Buckley that was sure that Tuga would get a pretty comfortable win. But Ryan, I mean, it wasn't the case, was it?
See there, that tackle, it's unnecessary, in my opinion. Tuga was fantastic to come back in that game. I think it was pretty end-to-end, and to see it out in the fashion he did, I feel like there's no better way to win a game for him.
Also, we love to see the emotions, Brandon, the roars, the devastation, and we could see what it meant to Tuga, because he knows 2 wins from 2 leaves him in a brilliant place, doesn't it?
Really good. I mean, look, for him, he's still got 4 more games to play. 1 more today, 3 tomorrow. Even if tomorrow he wasn't at his best and he could just claw for a point or 3, he could be already in the top 24.
Chilling. Yeah.
Quick maths from Brandon Smith.
I mean, there's no guarantees on that.
We've been talking about PhD, and we were so excited to see him in action today. He had to wait a little while for his first game. Shall we chat to him now and see how he's feeling after that win? PhD, come on in. Nice to see you. Hello. Hey. You want to join us here? Well done. Congratulations on that win. I mean, I feel like we've got loads of questions for you, but first and foremost, this is your first time in La Liga. How are you finding it?
Yeah, for me, to play La Liga, it's, in my opinion, is the best league in the world. So I'm looking forward to. I already started in this competition. It's always been hard to play like first game. It's always stressful, but now, yeah, I won my game, and now I'm more confident for the rest games.
The game didn't start so well as you would have liked it to. You'd probably seen Kone's first game, so you knew that he had a really good first round. How did you feel then going into it against him?
Yeah, I mean, I think this is normal because he played before me, so he was more adapted than me. I think the gameplay was a little bit different than in the practice area to the main stage. So, yeah, I already knew if he scored 2 times and I was in the result, I can come back.
Well, you did, and well done for that.
Yeah, he's 3-1 down in that game. How nice was it to get playing, Paolo? Because you've been here a long time. I saw you back at lunchtime. I think 5 hours you waited. How annoyed were you when you saw 36 clubs were playing in round 1, you weren't?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think it all depends on my second day, because I played 4 games in a row. So, yeah, now I won my first game. Now I have the second. Yeah, I hope I can make 6 points today to just go tomorrow with more confidence.
Do you feel a lot of pressure coming into Spain? Because obviously you're seen as one of the best players in the world. Yeah. You haven't got your World Championship spot, of course, secured yet. Do you feel like there's pressure for you to perform?
Yeah, I think I have a lot of pressure with me. And also my last result was not that good, like my level. So I think this is also, it's one problem I have because I put so much pressure in my head and everything. But yeah, it is what it is, and I need to win this league. I came here to win.
I think they're trying to tell us to wrap up this interview, Houston. I don't know what's going on right now, but we're going to carry on talking. Oh, was that you?
Alert.
An alert?
Oh, was it? It was a fire alarm. I'm thinking, what? No one's...
When you were a couple of goals down in your first game, like we've said, you've been waiting hours to play, you're in a new league. Did you have that belief? Did you know that you would come back and win?
Yeah, of course. When you play...
Fair enough.
When you play against these top players, you can start like the game with 2-0 down, 3-0 down, and you need to have like a good mentality to come back. So I think I had in this game, and I feel more confident for the next games.
Yeah, brilliant. Okay, we're going to have a look at the standings, how things are looking right now. I don't know if you've had a look at the table yet, seen who's sitting at the top. You, of course, have 1 win from your first game, which is brilliant. Here we go. Yeah, so Tuga is at the top. And Nathan.
We spoke about it, didn't we, Ryan, when we were commentating, the goal difference being big for
massive.
Tuga, and it has helped him. Look, he's got a +5. He's just above of Nathan SR. Paolo Neto, we'll catch you later.
Thank you so much. We're going to let you go. Get ready for your next game.
Sorry, thinking of Brazilians here.
Yeah, what?
Paolo, PH in. We'll see you later. Speaking of Brazilians, to recover myself there, FC Andorra's Nathan SR, as you said, is joint top of the table, but his goal difference just lets him down ever so slightly.
I think if I'm just looking at that, if you're Ibar and Hugo Sanchez there, you're thinking, I played one game. Goal difference is pretty. Winning the next one will mathematically put him. So unless someone below him gets crazy amounts of goals scored as well. But he's in a strong position, only playing one game. I know we're still early on in the competition, but it's just a good thing to see as well.
Really good to chat to PH Zin there, Brandon
It was
Smith.
PH Zin, wasn't it? Was it Paolinetta?
Get it right, gosh. And he spoke really well. And I do find it really interesting, Ryan, because when you are coming into a new tournament, a new league, new players around you, there's a lot of eyes on you as well, right? When you're PH Zin, when everyone knows what you can do, everyone's watching him. He's had to wait all that time for his first game.
Yeah.
And then he's a few goals down. I mean, to have that calmness, composure, to not let that get to you is impressive.
It's hugely impressive. I'll be honest, I was very impressed by Kone in that first round. And the start of that second round against PH Zin, I thought, hold on a second. Have I overlooked Kone a little bit, thinking maybe he could actually be a contender based on how he was performing? But it just goes to show how well PH Zin is playing. He didn't have any experience on that main stage before that game. He had to sit waiting in the wings cold, and he still managed to come back against someone like Kone, so you have to commend him for that.
I have to say, just to go on to that, I think PH Zin's got a lot to prove because he was meant to play in the league of the MLS last year, didn't get to play in that, and let's be honest, since the FC Pro Open, it's been a bit of a slippery slope for him, so he needs to try and get himself back up the mountain.
And up the mountain he shall climb. Right, more action shortly, but for now we're just going to take a short break.
Mate.
Tío, pijama.
¿Qué dices, tío?
Es muy buena, es buenísima. Es cojonuda, vamos, es una barbaridad.
Si sabes, tío. Pepo Flay.
Monitor.
Vale, no. Ya entendí la tuya, no. Muy bueno.
Yo nada pillado.
Vamos a votar.
Piensa, bro.
Va, Clipper, tío, espabilado.
Dale otra.
Venga, dale otra.
Yo nada pillo. Boliche.
Boliche.
¿Pero qué dices, tío?
¿Qué pasa, bro?
¿Por qué?
Venga.
Bro, tiene sentido.
Ya, a ver.
No, yo ya sé quién es y tú también, tío.
Anoeta.
Juanmita.
Ya lo sabéis, tío, pero es el tipo de tío.
Tío, porque...
Ya lo hemos pillado, era de prueba.
Vale, podemos ir a la de 3. 1, 2. ¿Cómo vas a decir monitor?
¿Monitor de qué, bro?
Porque yo qué sé.
Bro,
no
pues
sabía
yo
qué
pensaba que
decir.
eras tú, porque
Pero ya era
pijama.
obvio
Ninja y
después.
pijamas,
Ahora
tío.
Nicolás.
Ninja y pijamas.
Ah, hostia, yo ni
Pero
puta
podría
idea.
haber dicho la palabra en verdad. La miña más.
Ni.
Habilidad.
Ahora.
Laura, en tu caso. Laura. Vale. Pero vete lejos, porque si no ahora la va a pillar.
Vale.
Vete lejos. No tan lejos.
Extremo.
Gravesino.
Saint-Maximin.
Extremo.
Venga, la de 3 para votar.
Sí.
Venga, 1, 2, 3, te tocó.
El país. ¿Por qué?
Porque dijiste
Porque
Aura,
has dicho
tío.
Aura.
¿Y qué?
Porque
¿Eres
Aura.
No soy yo.
Sí, es.
No soy yo, cabrón.
Sí, es.
Que no soy yo.
¿Cómo se tira ahora entonces?
Sí, sí, sí.
Ah, vale, sí, claro. Como no me jodas. Aura. De regates a
Ahora
Aura.
regate.
¿Cuál era?
Regates.
Aura, regate es tener Aura
Y
también.
este tío que sigue el mismo patrón todo el rato diciendo extremos, tío.
Claro.
El siguiente va a decir Maradona.
Asturias.
Graves.
Goat.
Referente. ¿De qué te ríes?
Mundial.
Bueno, ya gané, Alfonso Ramos.
Es que parece, es que no sé.
Está, en cuanto escuché Asturias dije, ya.
Bro.
Es que esa
Pero mundial.
Hay que ir sin más allá, tío.
Pero es que no sabía qué decir, que
Te has puesto muy fácil, tío.
Profesor iba a decir yo.
Pues mira, hubiese dicho profesor era cojones.
compass was wrong, and I'm still on my feet. Lost to where I belong. I'm still rolling the dice, praying sometimes don't last it long. I'm losing my faith, I'm walking away from what you knew all along. Mama told me before you leave, if there's only one thing you remember from me, child, when you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon. I bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. I bet my life, you'll be dancing on the moon. Dancing on the moon. When you're out on your own, a million miles from home, feeling the weight of the world on your shoulders. Child, don't forget who you are, don't lose your head or your heart. I bet my life on your stars, you'll be dancing, dancing on the moon.
I don't know where I am, I don't know where you take me, I don't know where you take me. I just follow your trail and I'm losing your mind and I'm losing your head. Let me escape from this love, cause I'm a prisoner. I just want to look my way and never back to you. Ooh, I'm not above it. Let me be myself. I'm not above it. Let me be myself. Let me be myself. Let me be myself. I'm not above it. Let me be myself. I'm not above it. I don't know where I am, I don't know where you take me, I don't know where you take me. I just follow your trail and I'm losing your mind and I'm losing your head. Let me escape from this love, cause I'm a prisoner. I just want to look my way and never back to you. Ooh, I'm not above it. Let me be myself. I'm not.
Welcome back. It has been non-stop action here in Barcelona, in Spain. Alongside me, Ryan Pessoa and Richard Buckley. Richard, you're nodding your little head. Are you enjoying today?
Yeah, really good. It's been a wild day, to say the least.
Wild?
Yeah, I mean, everything's happened, hasn't it?
Yep.
Really.
Do you want to elaborate on that?
Just that.
Just that.
Everything's happened.
We need to get Richard a little donut. Get your energy up for the rest of the evening. Ryan, we've seen some brilliant games, some really close ones, some big surprises as well. We were just speaking to PH Zin, who we've all got our eyes on here.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, we know that he's absolutely brilliant. But we've got another round of games coming up next, and the featured one, I'm looking forward to this, is Andoni versus Nicholas, the Iceman. Two really, really good players that have been around for quite some time. Andoni, though, lost his first game here today against Kone, who has had a really impressive day, right? It was quite a big loss for Andoni, really, Ryan.
Yeah, underwhelming performance. Deserved loss as well. I'm sure he'll say the same. I think for Nicholas, though, he started off slowly
Yeah.
in that game against Rowney. He would have expectations, same as Peterson, I'd argue higher because he's the reigning champion, but I still believe he would still be able to thrive under that sort of pressure.
I would be shocked and bewildered
Here we go.
if Nicholas didn't win this game by 3+ goals. I don't think Andoni's playing that well right now.
Yeah.
I think Nicholas is. Me and Grab were on commentary talking about form. I think it's probably Tuga, maybe Chasita, Nicholas as like the form players that have played well recently in tournaments that are coming into this tournament with a lot of confidence. They've played once before back in 2019.
Wow.
Nicholas won comfortably, 6-2. I can't envision in 30 minutes' time Andoni walking away with a win.
Okay, all I would counter that with Richard Buckley is Andoni is a very experienced player. Ryan, after that first loss in the first game he played earlier on against Kone, surely he'll have a point to prove, even if it's pride.
Yeah, but the thing is, even if you do have a point to prove, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's enough. That's the problem that he finds himself in, and it's against somebody who you don't want to play at any stage of the competition, let alone after a loss. So it's a difficult one for him. You can see his draft on the screen there that he's been using. Maradona up top, taking a fair chunk of that budget. The team is...
I think that's a bad team.
The team is okay. I feel like defensively, though, but every team defensively is similar.
Richard is just coming for Andoni.
I
don't care.
I just don't think the team's that good. I think you have to... You can see on the bench there...
Got Perez.
Without Xavi, I think Xavi has to play for me in these teams. I think he is one of the key players. I don't like that 87 Cruyff in at Cam. I think that's a waste of coins.
Same here.
And I actually don't think Maradona's that good. I think if you're spending the coins on that, you go all the way and go big Cruyff.
Yep.
On the other side of it,
The
Nicholas,
Iceland's draft.
the centre mid for me in there, he's got the best midfield on the game. Xavi, team of the year. Pedri, team of the year. Xavi with the promo item icon and Jude Bellingham. That midfield is dominated.
Left back as well. Best left back on the game, in my opinion. You got it right there. Play styles are ridiculous. It's a solid team here. If you're, again, I agree with Rich, this team is miles better than Andoni's team.
Oh, I mean, fair enough. How does Andoni approach this then? Just silence. Nice one, guys.
Go on, Ryan.
Stay in the game. Try and stay in. I think that's the most important thing. Against someone like Nicholas, it's not going to be easy. We said it, though, in that game when Neat was playing earlier. If you can just try and not be out of the game, you give yourself the best chance. It's a Michael Owen statement there, but I honestly don't know.
Be completely honest, my eyes aren't actually on that game. They're on Auburn and Chusita. I think that's a much tighter affair.
Okay, fair enough. That's a good point. But we were just talking about Nicholas and Andoni, and we can hear from them now.
2026 ha empezado muy bien para mí, que me he clasificado al FC Pro Open, el circuito internacional de AI.
Es mi séptima temporada, sigo teniendo esas ganas de competir, pero también disfrutando cada día, incluso disfrutando los media days, porque eso nunca se sabe cuándo va a ser el último.
Bueno, el cambio de Atleti al Celta, la verdad que supone un gran reto, porque al final he estado toda mi carrera en el mismo club y quería salir un poquito de esa zona de confort. Pasar del Sevilla a la Real fue un poco difícil. Se siente distinto, pero está bueno también a veces cambiar ahí. Llevo muchos años compitiendo. El Andoni de antes quizás era más eléctrico, era mucho más rápido. Ahora creo que estoy en una etapa de madurez que también me ha podido. Haber perdido esta copa, creo que voy 5 de 6 títulos, 2 supercopas, una copa y 2 ligas. Nada, o sea, pensándolo en que podía haber hecho 6 de 6 y duele un montón. Me fue muy bien el año pasado, luego en Copa también lo hicimos muy bien. Me tocó Resende, que fue subcampeón. Partido ajustado, pero creo que tampoco entré de la mejor manera. Así que bueno, tengo que corregir eso, sobre todo en la fase final. Hace varios años, 2 años, 1 año tal vez, ni siquiera ya miro a los rivales, ¿no? Quizás en partido contra un equipo chico, un equipo a mitad de tabla o alguien que está en descenso, me aburren estos partidos porque no, yo quiero ir y jugar cuarto, semifinal, me encanta. Pero sé que, por ejemplo, jugadores como Andoni o ese tipo de clase de jugadores que son top, ellos se crecen en estos partidos, así que yo creo que va a estar más duro de lo normal. Sí, la fase regular la verdad que
casi siempre me han ido bien. La fase final sí que es verdad que me ha faltado dar ese paso, pero bueno, creo que este año voy a llegar con mejor nivel, y Nico también es un rival al que ya me he enfrentado y que le puedo hacer mucho daño. Quiero ganar siempre, quiero ganar, y quizás hoy gano la liga y a la media hora digo quiero ganar otra.
Well then, here we go. We are in round 2 and we're seeing Nicholas taking on Andoni. They've already kicked off. Brandon Smith and Jaime Alvarez taking you through this one. I mean, as Richard was saying, they've played once upon a time. Aside of that, they've barely sort of cross-paths when it's come to playing in LALIGA FC Pro. It could be an early start, which it will be. Andoni already in front against the Iceman Nicholas.
That's 1-0 coming from a corner, the player lock corner, and I did enjoy that interview in which Nico said he's kind of bored of the group stage because he just wants to go and play the quarterfinal, semi-final, final when everything that's at stake. But it's different playing against Andoni. Andoni, that player that rises to his best level when he's playing against the best players in the world. So I thought it was a really nice interview for Nico. Let's see if he respects Andoni on the pitch as well.
Well, as we said with Nicholas, he still had a great FC Pro Open, but he probably lost the worst game possible. He lost to Umit, didn't he, in the kind of round of 16 stages in the FC Pro Open finals where Anders Vergang went to 1. Speaking of Nicholas, what a tackle penalty! It looked like a good tackle. But on the second time of looking, the referee says no. It looked like Eder Militao just scooped the ball away from Nicholas's forward. Up steps Pires for Nicholas down the middle. And just like that, we're all square. But the point I wanted to say is that Nicholas still needs a World Cup spot. He hasn't got a World Championship spot. He's having to go via the league system now to try and get himself there.
Yes, he does. He needs to not only qualify for the Cup, but he then needs to qualify as a top 4 to qualify for the E-Champions League, and then the top 2, that's been the finalist for the World Championship spot. So it's a similar situation in which he found himself back in FC 24. It ended with him winning the Cup and final, so let's see if he's able to do that again this year. But again, now Andoni will try to go forward.
Well, let's just have a look around as well, Gravison. We've got loads of games underway, haven't we? Oberon's in action against Chusita. Over on your side, Neat, speaking of champions, he is 3-0 up in what, 13 and a half minutes, 14 minutes near enough?
Yes.
Di Fernandez in action as well. Poli Chris against Magician, who is finding himself in a 1-1 game by the looks of it over there.
Yeah, I mean, one of the goals of the tournament so far. Let's see if we can
Nicholas!
Get a replay. Goals galore!
It's hard to know where to look. 6 games taking place at the same time, and Nicholas is now 2 and up.
Look at that goal from Xavi Hernandez. You can see Xavi just getting... It was kind of a rebound situation in which Xavi scored the goal, but it's 2-1, and I don't think Andoni will find an answer defensively. So people over at the chat, if you can just take a look at the way Nico combines the player locks with the creative runs. It feels like he has 3-4 players when he's attacking, and it's really hard because you only got your player and then the second man press player, so that's 2 players and you're defending against 2-3 runs. It's very difficult. So if you want to know how to create runs with the creative runs and with the player locks, you should take a look
at Gravison's Academy.
You could do that, or you could take a look at the way Nico is just triggering runs now. It's incredible.
Look at this through ball that could have been on. He had to go back inside. Bellingham, who is the second most used player in all of these drafts. If you're not familiar with the draft requirements, 10 million coins was the restriction there. I don't know if you heard me speaking about it earlier, Gravison, but Bellingham was the second most used player. The most used player was Eder Militao. I dared to ask, I'll ask the chat as well. There are 2 people that are joint third most picked. And one comes in at 144k, and the other comes in at 17,500 coins, and he tips around the post.
Is it the icon, the Frenchman icon, Pires?
It isn't. Robert Pires is not the scorer on this occasion, but Adoni has pulled another goal back. Robert Pires is the most chosen icon, the most picked icon. I mean, I'll flip on his head, actually. Who do you think's the third most used icon? You've got Pires, Xavi, and I'll ask the chat as well. Chat, who do you think's been chosen the third most in that selection of picks there?
Is it Laudrup?
It isn't. From what I'm looking at on my sheet, it isn't Michael Laudrup.
Okay.
The answer's actually quite surprising.
Is it R9?
It's not R9.
Is it Thierry Henry?
Garrison, are you in the right budget here or not?
I don't know.
Chat, who is it?
Chat, help me out. Chat.
Top 3 most chosen icons in these drafts. Remember, 10 million coins is what you've got. Xavi, Robert Pires. I'll give you a hint, actually. How many coins is he coming in at? He's coming in at 1.5
I know who he is.
million coins. And it's not Cruyff. Obviously, he's 5 million coins. Do you know the answer?
I think so.
He is the second youngest icon on the game, because Toni Kroos is now the youngest on the game. So, who would that be, Gravison?
Is it a Real Madrid legend who scored in the final of the Champions League against Liverpool?
I think you might be on the right lines. Did he also score that quite important goal in the El Clasico as well, when he just kept him running? He was off the pitch. It is Gareth Bale. 89 rated Gareth Bale. Speaking of Nicholas, he is building up with his 2 midfielders. Didn't need a striker in use there.
Somebody said Lothar Schelling. No, you cannot use Lothar Schelling here in La Liga FC Pro. Someone said on the chat.
Iniesta. Did anyone see? Did you see that? Iniesta was
Yes.
talking about Real Madrid legend.
Yes, it was a good shout, to be honest. But Real Madrid legend, don't know about that one. Somebody said a Billy Thunderstruck. Don't know about that. It wasn't a Billy. It was not a Billy Thunderstruck. It was indeed Gareth Bale.
It was Gareth Bale. And if you have tuned in, this is round 5, technically, of our games. 9 individual matches we're going to be giving you. That's a brilliant little fribble. Is he onside? No, he's not. Andoni just jumping the gun there, 31 minutes in.
That's 2 goals from Andoni. Come from the corner kick, which is interesting. How do you defend those? I don't think there's a way in which you can defend those. Look at this counter-attack, Nico Williams. That's a beautiful first touch, saved by Oblak. Now a corner kick, this time for Nicholas.
What can Nicholas do? Often so good from a set piece. Let's see it in action now. Pedrick cuts it in to De Jong, who isn't the man that time. It is Bruchakwe in a right place, right time, just about onside.
Another great example of how to use the player lock to counter-attack the team press. As you can see, the corner was taken short. The offside trap came in. The team press came in as well. And he knew his only chance of attacking was going for a player lock into Butragueño. Scores the goals. And now we jump over to game 3. What's going on, Brandon?
It's just been a goal. As we're joining it live now, and it has gone the way of Hidalgo by the looks of it. He's either just equalised or he's made it 3-2, one of the two. Just keep in mind, Hidalgo is in an incredible position here to pick up his second win against J-Line. It must be said as well, all the matches have already been pre-selected, by the way, so it's not a case of you play someone on the form. It's like a Swiss record, which I think does change things, because Gravison, you could get very fortunate. You could be having games against players that aren't playing well, or you could be getting games against Obron, Nicholas, PH Zin, Nathan SR, and it could be going terribly for you.
That's what happened, for example, to Raoni. Raoni did play against Nico in his first match. It was kind of contested. It was 5-4. It wasn't like a big result for Nico. Then he went on to play against Nathan, which is a tough match. Nathan came on top with 2 goals lead, and then third, I'm just having a laugh because I cannot believe it. Third match of the day for him is going to be the main man, as you call him, Paulo Neto. it's going to be a tough one against PH. How will he get a point in that match?
Oh, Hidalgo again, 4-3 up. We saw his first goal just a second ago, and now he's 4-3 up. Where else should we go? Where else should we have a little look? Should we jump over to game 2 if we can? If we get the chance, could we jump over to game 2? Because Oberon is playing against Chusita. Oberon needed, I think, a few more plaudits of what he was able to do in his first game. He was losing the majority of the game against Alberto VK Grabson, but he still came out on top to win 6-5 in the end.
Yes, it was a tough match for him, and I feel like I mentioned before this match how I thought Chusita was going to be the favorite and he was going to come out on top, but there's something about Chusita in La Liga. When you expect him to play at his top, he just goes and chokes sometimes. As you can see now, chance to make it 3-1. The last kick of the first half, that's an offside. Another chance for Chusita, but I really rate Chusita as one of the best players in Spain. I do think he's championship material. I do think he could win it all. So maybe that's why I'm a bit harsh on him sometimes, but he has to win those matches. I feel like it happened last year against Daniel Aguilar, against Embry as well. It's happening now when he's playing those high-stakes matches. He just lacks a bit of something. I don't know if it's composure. I don't know if it's offense, mental. Don't know.
Well, back to this one. There's just been a goal as well. As we jump back, Lamine Yamal for Celta Vigo Zandoni has just pulled another goal back. I mean, a word on Lamine Yamal, Gravison.
Yep.
I mean, he's got more play styles than any other player in La Liga. He is a popular choice. 18 teams he is in. He comes in just over 10% of the budget, but by the looks of it, from the 18 players that selected him, he is very much worth the investment.
I gotta tell you, I was lucky enough to pack both of Lamine Yamal's, the Team of the Year version.
The Team of the Year?
The honorable mention, yeah. But not only that, the road to the knockouts, the UEFA Champions League as well. They were both amazing, Brandon. I mean, the Champions League one, he has just the correct playstyles in every single position with the finesse plus. Not only that, he has 3 passing playstyles with the pinged, tiki-taka and incisive. He also has the quick step as well, technical, first touch. It's just everything you need for a winger. And we know this game is a game of playstyles, so what best than Lamine Yamal?
Well, believe it or not, obviously there's 2 different versions of Lamine Yamal that have been in these draft teams. There are 31 people that have used Lamine Yamal in their draft. What's your word to the 6 people that didn't choose Lamine Yamal? Surely they're missing out on him.
You're going to get eliminated. It's going to be because of that. So
that was short and sweet. There's a player lock as Andoni. Speaking of Lamine Yamal, getting diving and trying to move his way around the pitch. Half time in that game. It's been nothing short of an entertaining one.
Great match this one, Nicolas against Andoni. I feel like Nico's able to get the possession of the ball. He's holding the ball, he's attacking, he's creating runs. But then Andoni, just on a flick of a switch, can go and score goals on the corners, on the counter-attacks with Lamine Yamal as well. It's still 3-3, 45 minutes left to play. Chat, what do you think? Will Andoni come out on top? Will it be Nicolas, the Iceman? Will it be a draw?
Which way? I mean, who are you backing in the chat? Nicolas, who's a back-to-back La Liga champion. Was you surprised that he didn't win the cup? Because I felt like, I'll be honest, when he didn't win the cup, though, I was thinking maybe he's not going to go and win the league here. Because, as always, the motivations to get to the World Champions and the Champions League.
Yes, especially losing against Hugo Sanchez, which he was clearly not the favorite coming into that match. It seemed like, I don't know. I thought the motivation was gone for the final, but you can never count Nicolas out.
No. There was moments, for sure, in Valencia where we thought maybe it was not going to be his day. Speaking of Oberon, here he comes. Is there a cutback? Is he going to go on his own? Of course he is. I mean, we're speaking about ice-cold moments. It's not Nicolas. It's Oberon with them on display. Just took his time. He had options around him, Gravison, but went, no, I'll put big money into this striker for a reason. And he just proved it again. Oberon back in front 3-2.
That's the perfect reason why you should be using the rapid playstyles on the wingers, on the strikers. It doesn't matter, because when you get into this acceleration moments in which you're pressing R2, letting it go, pressing it again, it's just the combination of the body type and the combination of the accelerate. If you combine those things with the rapid plus, I gotta tell you, it's almost impossible to stop those runs. Great goal by Oberon. Great goal by Johan Cruyff. Penalty! What's going on?
Oh, wow. From scoring down one end to giving a penalty away, straight down the other end, Oberon. To give away the lead that he just built. He's dived the right way, but Chasita has squeezed in the finish still. 3-3 game on, and there's still a good 40 minutes left of this one.
Wow. It was the advanced defending came in, was a penalty, and still all to play as we just jump over to game one to see what's going on between Nicolas and Andoni. Is it still 3-3?
No, it isn't. It is Nicolas, who is 4-3 up, could be 4-4. Speak about timing. This has been I score, you score kind of game. No one has really had a 2-goal advantage in this. It's just been end-to-end FC. Look at the build-up, by the way, from Andoni. I mean, I know he's changed club this year and maybe he's been looking more towards content creation. He's certainly still got it on the sticks, hasn't it?
Yes.
There must be something about a game like this as well, Gravison, where you go into it and you're playing against the champ, the two-time champ, in a league that you've been playing in throughout your whole career. That there is an element there of no matter what stage of the career you're at, you want to go and give him a good game. And I mean,
yes.
it's kind of like a final, isn't it? But in the group stages.
I feel like when, for example, look at those creative runs coming in from, just incredible. Someone clipped that. Someone clipped that. The way he triggered the first run, went for the creative run to just try to pull the center back out of position. Went wide. As you can see over there, he twisted and turned for the last time. And of course, Militao was out of position because a creative run was made beforehand. He went for the game-changer finish. And I got to tell you, that's goal of the day so far for me. Incredible. Just incredible, Brandon. Wow.
It's the Iceman, isn't it? Doing exactly what he does. Jude Bellingham, there's a reason why so many people have spent 10% of their budget on the English midfielder, his Thunderstruck item. As you said, oh, hang on, oh my.
Another one. I'm sure.
You simply cannot look away from this game, because you will miss a goal. Maybe Nicolas even knows what to say. Yes, he just looks around to his coach and just shrugs his shoulders.
Wow.
I mean, what a finish, by the way.
Wow, Maradona. How many people are playing with Maradona at the moment, Brandon? I'm sure it's not much, right? What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 6? I don't know. I'll be using Johan Cruyff if I could, or maybe, I don't know, Gareth Bale, for example, up top. But Maradona? I don't know.
Have a guess.
6? That's way too much, no.
I mean, unless I'm reading this wrong.
Yes.
There's one person using Maradona.
One person. Just one.
On my sheet, it says one person Maradona.
Yes.
Unless I'm missing a different promo of him.
And that's Andoni.
3 million coins into the Argentine. And he's being the hero against the Argentine. In the Iceman, Nicolas. Just over 30 minutes left of this. He's still in possession somehow. Look at that! Nicolas! I mean, where did that chance come from? It just kept on running down the byline, didn't he? And it kind of got Andoni into a situation, Gravison, where we didn't know if he wanted to commit, dive into the tackle. And where he delayed it so much, he just allowed for the ball to be whipped across on the penalty spot.
That's the reason why you should be using the box-to-box role for your midfielders, because he didn't trigger any runs with Xavi But when you're using the box-to-box role, you know he's gonna at least try to get the ball, and he's gonna try and go make a run. Cutting inside, and that's it. 6-5.
I'm very much impressed to see how he... I mean, Nicholas especially here, Grab.
Yep.
At times, he's using his midfielders more than the attackers. The trio of Bellingham, Pedri, Xavi. As you said, the runs he's been able to trigger and the positions that he's been able to get his midfielders in, at times they're scoring more than Brucho Bueno.
Yes. Yes. It's a curious pick, that Butragueño. I'm trying to...
I wonder if he's missing Cruyff, because we know Nicholas loves Cruyff.
Yes, he does.
He was a huge part of why he won the previous seasons of this competition.
It's curious because Butragueño doesn't have the incisive pass, but it doesn't matter because Pires makes it 7-5, and this might be the goal that puts the nail in the coffin for Andoni. He's never been 2 goals behind in this match. First time. It's a whole different game when you're just 1 goal away from qualifying. Now it's 2. What do? Do you go forward and you try to press as long as you can? But if you do that, you'll get punished.
You've also got to realise who you're playing against. It's not going to make it easy, is it?
And the goal difference as well. Goal difference is huge in these situations. I don't know. I'll probably try to attack, and I wouldn't say the game is done, but I wouldn't be too aggressive neither. It's a tough call. Now, as you can see, Need's not happy, just trying to wake himself up, because I don't know if he scored the goal, if it was Riquelme, but it seems like the game is 5-4 at the moment. And that's curious. Riquelme is using 5-3-2. Have you ever seen 5 players at the back?
I'm not sure. Is he parking the bus?
I don't know. It might be Nach Gijon, which is a famous TikTok and Twitch streamer as well.
I mean, he's 7-4 down though, Grav. How does a 5 at the back make sense?
Don't know.
He's 7-4 down in the game.
Don't know.
Hang on. Jude Bellingham has just scored for Oberon. 4-3, he's in front now. If you have just joined us, this is the LALIGA FC Pro Open group stages. 2 days of group action, 37 teams battling out in a completely different format. You must be in the top 24. If you want to continue your season in the LALIGA FC Pro, you must be in the top 24. You get a top 8, and you're leaving Barcelona with a huge smile on your face. You're not just in the cup, you're already in the finals. And with 150,000 euros on the line in just that tournament alone, I think you'll be wanting to be amongst it. I mean, that's where your tickets are, isn't it? That's where your E-Champions League tickets are. That's where your World Championship spots lie.
Not only that, but Nicolas, for sure, has he surpassed the $1 million?
He hasn't yet.
He hasn't.
It was Anders that just clipped him. I think Nicolas is about, I want to say about $50,000, maybe a little bit less than that away from also bagging $1 million from Pro EAFC.
Could the cup be the one?
It could be. Could be the league, Rav, couldn't it, for a third time? Maybe or more than Anders. Well, there's also a few other games that are closing out all around us. What a result, by the way, from, I mean...
Chris, I mean...
He's 7-2 up, and I mean, look, the magician might need to pull out a magic trick.
Yes.
He needs 5 goals, Grav, in about 3 minutes.
3 minutes left, and nah, I don't think that's doable. But Chris with 6 points out of 6 points possible, and I'm confident with that. With a plus 5 goal difference in this match, he's going to be topping the group standings.
Chasita. Don't count this man out yet. There is still a little bit of time left, but he has to score now before the 90, really, then hope that in the added time there would be enough. Right, there's the play a lot. There's the flick down, but is there an option there? Unfortunately, Pedri just runs into a handful of Valencia shirts, and this should be Oberon's game to close out, Grabs. And as you said, he should be on 6 points from 6 in a really good position.
Especially after last year struggling to qualify for the Cup and finals, especially with that week 1, which was poor. poor from Opurum. He's not playing well during this season if we look at FC Pro performances and online performances. But in here in La Liga, he's playing well. That's maybe the 6th goal. No, and that game is going to end 5-3 as we just jump over game 3 between Levante and Villarreal. That's a derby here in Spain between the two Valencian teams. Let's see how it goes.
Well, I mean, if this was a real life game, Gravis, I think the derby would be heating up quite a lot. 6-6. I mean, Riquelme has actually pulled a goal back with 5 players. Oh my days!
Oh my grace! Is it still with 5 players at the back? Hopefully.
He's got a 5 at the back still, Riquelme.
Yes.
And he's only 1 goal behind against Neat. Neat winning 7-6 in that game. Over at this one though, Hidalgo building, and able to pull the shot away.
And now a chance for Neat to attack. No, defend it. I'm telling you, if Riquelme is able to get just a point with 5 players at the back, I can't believe my eyes. No. No. What's going on? Did you hear everyone?
Oh my days. Hidalgo's going to get another bite of this. Well, there's Riquelme versus Neat alongside this one. We're going to keep our eyes on the left-hand side, though.
He scores!
Oh my days!
He scores!
Riquelme! 7-7! And Hidalgo over here. Hidalgo! Wins a corner. He can't quite believe what's going on over in that game.
5 players at the back. First time that we've seen that in FC26 competitive environment. As you can see,
Hidalgo wins another corner. And both games are heading into a pause as it currently stands. We jump back into this one if we can then, on the right-hand side of your screen.
What's going on, Brandon?
Neat. I mean, we left him because he was cruising. He was 2 or 3 goals in front, Neat. It isn't quite the case now. Or can he pull out a match winner?
No.
Or can Riquelme build the perfect counter-attack and go and win this game? This would be an unbelievable ending. Surely not.
Surely not.
Javi.
Well defended.
Bellingham trying to interchange to find the extra pass to give Atletico Madrid a chance to build for. Riquelme might have a counter-attack now. If he gets a goal here, listen to this place erupt. We saw him have a 5 at the back, 7-4 down, and we were laughing.
We were having a laugh.
We were, because we were thinking, he's trying to get back in the game with 5 players at the back. What's the game plan?
He has to go forward.
3 minutes of added time, a minute already gone. Tell you what, he's playing some liquid football, isn't he? He's got a little bit of overlap here on the right-hand side.
Brandon, no way.
Surely not. Salgado.
No way.
Gareth Bale went for a cutback, and I think that might do us.
He gets the ball back. No. Chance for a counter-attack.
Clever free kick. And technically that's 93 minutes played on the clock. What's happening over here? Added time of 2 minutes. We've got another 6-6 game. Jay Lyon to win it now. What a save on black corner. Hidalgo needing to defend this. Nico Williams. Pedri, little play lot just to send a bit of a trap to his opponent. That's going to be intercepted, and I think that's going to be a point apiece over here. Full-time result over there. And for Neat against Riquelme,
7-7.
it is also a 7-7 game. I mean, the scorelines we're seeing, but yet the games are still having nothing to separate them. I mean, we can see the reaction of Neat's coach there. He can't quite believe how he's thrown away that game. I mean, the reaction of Neat will tell you all you need to know. Behind the screen, we can... Gravison, you just spoke to the coach there, Riquelme. What did he say?
I told him 5 at the back, and he told me we had to stop him. And they did. And they got a point.
They did more than stop him.
Yes.
They scored 3 goals. They scored 7 goals. Added time over here. Nicolas is going to be on his way to 6 points from 6 and in a really good position. The defending the LALIGA FC Pro champion. He's won it 2 years previously to this. Could be on for a free-peat. Of how he started here. He's looking very much strong. Andoni might get a consolation. It won't be much more than that. 8-6. I mean, as expected in that game, Gravison, for Andoni was going back and forth quite a few times, but it got to the stage where Nicholas was able just to pull away. And Nicholas in a great position now, Grav.
Great position indeed. I mean, I do feel like he could go all the way, 18 points out of 18 points. I mean, he's just too good, and I did have a chat with Daniel Aguilar yesterday, and he told me, I trained with Nicolas not only this week, but the week prior to this one, and I've never seen a player play so good in my whole life competing.
I mean, that's when you say that about Nicholas, it tells you all you need to know, doesn't it?
And Danny has trained with Emre, he's trained with Anders, he's trained with them all. He told me, Nicholas, I feel like he's just one step ahead of everyone.
Well, as you can see from the results there, we're just sort of at the halfway point of our game. Still 4 more big rounds to come your way today here from the LALIGA FC Pro. We hope you've been enjoying the action so far. I don't even want to think about how many goals we have seen as it stands. But we can tell you the big names here in Spain have been delivering. They're currently in the top 8, and we cannot wait for what is to come. We're going to throw it back to the desk now with Nicole, Ryan and Rich to break down all we've seen there. But as it stands, Nicholas is looking dangerous, and I'm sure he's on his way potentially to a top 8 finish here.
Yeah, a big win there in the end for Nicholas, the Iceman. A bit of a nervy start, though. I know you're happy, Richard Buckley, because you predicted a win for Nicholas. But what I would say is Andoni put up a really good fight at the start, and I don't think you were expecting that, were you?
No, it's not it's not the hardest prediction I've ever done, but it was a really good game, and Nicholas just pulled away. Last sort of 20 minutes showed that quality shining through, but Andoni played better than I thought he would, and I think he's, even though he's lost that game, Nicole, I think he'll take positives from it.
Yeah, okay. Like what?
Well, you can compete.
Yeah,
you can play.
Fair.
Nicholas is the
8-6
favourite.
in the end.
Nicholas is the favourite to win this entire thing.
Yep.
Totally. We can see some results here on the screen. I mean, Oberon, Chelsea, that was a really good game, an important win for Oberon. J-Line, Hidalgo, Polly Chris, I mean, a big performance from him there. He made it look really comfortable, Ryan.
Yeah, Polly Chris is a goal scorer. That's something that he's been renowned for across the last couple of years as well. That game, the Atletico Madrid versus Miranda, 7-7, neat. It's a devastating result for him.
Yeah, he needed a win because he lost his first game, and we were all surprised with that. Richard, what's gone on for Neat today?
You could say it was a very messy result for Neat in the end. Nothing? No?
Yeah.
OK. Oberon Chusita as well. I mean, this game that we're seeing the highlights from here, I think if you'd have said who'd you fancy to win this game, you'd probably have gone Oberon, but
close,
Chusita played really well again. And he'll be one of those players that Chusita, I don't think there's any doubt that he doesn't go through. He'll be in that top 24, and I think he's probably edging. He'll be looking for that top 8 as well.
I agree. I think for him, he would know this would be a massive, massive task in terms of to overcome Oberon before the game would have started. Obviously, performing well up until around this stage, it is difficult. It's a difficult pill to swallow because when you're around the 60th minute and it's even, you kind of think, you know what, you can get something from this result. For it to pull away from him, he'll be devastated with that.
So Oberon now has 2 wins from 2. I'm not surprised because we know what he can do, but you guys were saying earlier on that he's not been in the best form, so I mean he'll be very pleased with that 6 points on the board, Rich.
Yeah, and again I think you have to look at level of competition. Chusita, he's a very, very good player who's in very good form right now. He finished top 4 in that recent cup that we saw from him, so I think Oberon probably circled that game for today and thought, if I can win that game, I'd expect to win my first game. If I can win that game, I'm now looking in a really, really good position. There's not many players, to be honest, who have gone 2 from 2 today.
Yeah, J-Lion Hidalgo as well. A lot of goals in that one. That ended 6-6. I think we might be able to look at the highlights shortly. Hidalgo I mean, he had a good start earlier on today. Be a bit frustrated with that, Rich?
That's a bad result for Hidalgo.
Considering the first game, defeating Neat, and then dropping points in that last game, you'd have expected him to win that one based off of his result in the first round, but it's still not he's in a decent enough position to advance. It's just that to win that, to try and see, hold on a second, that top 8 is doable.
After you've just beaten Nice, you look at that game and go, okay, keep rolling, keep going. And to not pick up maximum points from that, it seems like we're being very critical on players, but you've only got 6 opportunities to get enough points to go through. And we are talking, probably top 8. You can see right now there's players in there on 4 points, but I think for that top 8, you're going to need double figures.
It's looking good. Okay, so a fair few players now on 6 points. So it should be Tuga, Nathan, Di Fernandez, Oberon, Polychris and Nicholas. Ryan, probably players that you would expect to have got 2 wins from 2 today, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You can see 24th there, seeing Neat with Atletico Madrid on 1 point. And of course, after the next round, he will drop into or below that 24th spot. It's a difficult position, but as you said, for those players that are on with it 6 points from the possible 6, you kind of would have expected those players. Nathan Assar as well, with Andorra, he's been sensational. Oberon, he's had a tough 2 opening rounds, so for him to be on 6 points is very impressive as well.
Who's particularly impressed you guys so far today?
I think Polychris. I wouldn't have necessarily put him up with the company that he's sharing right now, and I think Tuga, I know coming into this we said form is very good for Tuga, but you've also got to perform here, and that last minute winner that he got against Danny Aguilar, 90+1, he won the game, and you saw the reaction from him. I think he'll be looking at that after playing 2, and a lot of people have played 2, thinking, I can top this, I can finish first.
More big games coming up in a minute. One that I'm excited about, Peixoto versus Flippercito. And you guys are with me, right? We bumped into Flippercito earlier on, and that is a guy who is confident, Richard Buckley. I mean, he was saying to us, even if he doesn't get any wins today, it's fine because he can get all the wins tomorrow.
Good luck to you. I think it's a tough game, especially we saw Peixoto not play well in his opening game, so he'll be coming back with a point to prove in this one, right?
It depends on what side of the coin you look at it, because you could say, is it a perfect time to play LGR? He just lost his opening round, you can see there are chinks in his armour. Or you can look at the other side saying, he has a point to prove, he wants to show that he deserves to be amongst the best players in this competition, so you don't want to play him now because he has to bounce back. It's a difficult one. Flippercito last year done the same thing in terms of what he said. He started off slowly and then managed to get back and get into the finals. I don't think you can afford to do that here. You can't do it. The competition, in my opinion, is stronger than last year.
I'm looking forward to Flippercito's reactions, though, because we know he likes to celebrate. He likes to go wild, Richard.
I was just about to say, I'm glad I'm commentating this one, because I think Flippercito last year gave us one of the funniest moments ever when he celebrated. He gave it the absolute beans on the stage and then lost.
Yeah, I remember that.
And it was just, it shouldn't have been funny, but it was. It's going to be a tough game for him. It will be a tough game. I think, prediction-wise, I think LGR wins.
But also, that's what we want to see, right? Personality, Ryan.
Absolutely.
We love that in the game.
Yeah, 100%. I like how he's confident. I just hope for his sake he's able to show that in the game against someone like LGR, because that is a statement win if you're able to get that. Even getting a point from that isn't a bad, it's a great result, in fact. But for LGR, I agree with Rich. I expect him to win this game.
All right, well, we shall see. For now, let's head over to Brandon and Gravison.
Thank you so much, guys. Yes, we are excited to get into this next one. Leandro Peixoto, who's been, of course, a French League champion, now here in La Liga for the first time, taking on Flippercito, who always brings a bit of entertainment, whether he's winning or losing. He loves the celebration, doesn't he? We are going to be looking at the drafts, I believe. I don't know if we're going to do a special gameplay part first. I think we're going to look at Nicholas's game. I mean, we were going to look at the drafts of the 2 players, which we will do, but before that, you said the words, clip it, save it, Nicholas. This was prime Nicholas 99 FC. Talk me through the goal, Gravison, because it got you that excited. We brought it to the analysis screen.
So for me, the main thing, it all starts in here. As you can see now, Nico's always triggering runs. First 2 runs that we see are those 2. As you can see, Nico is always going to try to look for the runs in that space. But the thing is, he's combining those with the creative runs as well. So if you can see now, with this, it looks like there's not much of a danger really, because if we just play the clip, you can see now how everything is defended, right? If Xavi goes on to run in this direction, you can see how the center back is here, so nothing's gonna happen really. But you know what? Nicolas adapts to this, because as you can see now, if we just chop the clip, the run was different now, because as you can see, it wasn't in this direction, it's now turned into that direction. And what does Nicolas want to do? Just put the center back out of position. And the main thing is that, of course, when you're playing and you have this just line of four which is straight, your opponent is just chilling over there. But then when you start moving pieces and you start to put players out of position, that's where the danger comes in. Because if you just look at here, now he tries to just put the center back in the right position. But now, as you can see, because he's triggering runs, now Bellingham can go all the way and create that space. So this was just because of the creative run. As you can see, that's the pass. This all, if we just go back, this might look like, I don't know, nothing happening here. This was all created because of the creative run where they're with Xavi. And that's the magic of Nicolas.
And then on the other side of that, defending it, is it just a case of you're trying to figure out what's going on, you're clicking buttons, you're trying to play a switch, before you know it, Bellingham's just running through and you just cannot control him?
It's impossible, because if we just look at this, let's count them. He triggered one run, he triggered 2 runs, he triggered 3 runs with Nico Williams, another one with Xavi, 4, 5, 6, 7. How can you stop this? 7 runs in what? 4 seconds? 5 seconds? Yeah. It's impossible to defend this.
I would dare to give you the controller and get you to sort of reenact that, but that would be just constant, just clicking and moving.
Impossible. It's impossible to defend.
Right, I think we aren't going to look at the drafts by the sounds of it, because we have been in depth on Nicolas's gameplay. So we're going to pass it over to the guys, Richard and Ryan, to guide us through our next game here and to pretty much close out round 2, I believe. The last part, over to you guys.
Yes, thank you very much. Great analysis as well from Grav and Brandon. Myself and Ryan Pessoa to guide you through this upcoming round, and very excited to see Flippercito on the main stage. Taking on LJR, you couldn't have 2 opposing personalities.
You've got a character in Flippercito, very happy to express his emotions, and then you've got LJR, you get nothing from him.
Yeah.
You get absolutely nothing, so I'm hoping it'll be an entertaining game either way.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I can't really hear you, Ryan. I'll be completely honest.
I don't know what's going on.
So what I'm going to do, you fix that. I'll talk you through what else you've got coming up, because you've got some fantastic games coming your way. LJR on the main stage, a player that is very, very familiar with the lights, the camera, the action of the big occasion. Week in, week out, he does the business on the other side. You have Flippercito, who relishes this opportunity at the La Liga FC Pro. This is where he comes to play his FC. A stonewall player every single year is Flippercito. Let's have a look at the drafts then. LJ Pashotto, he is running Cruyff up top. Perez and Yamau as that front 3. Midfield 3, Bellingham, De Jong and Pedri in the back 4. Lilian Thuram in at full-back. Thoughts on that, Ryan?
Yeah, that's an interesting choice there. It's an expensive right-back, but I think he is the best right-back option. However, spending $1 million
coins... You waste an icon spot as well?
Yeah, and I saw Alvaro being selected there. You're taking a Madrid spot. I don't know. I think he is the best left-back, though, so maybe I'm wrong. But the game is ready, so let's jump straight into it. LJ Pashotto up against Flippercito. It's a massive, massive situation for both of these players who lost their opening round as well. So somebody needs to... Well, both players need 3 points, which makes the jeopardy even higher.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited to see how this unfolds. Will one player come out on top, or will we see a little bit of a cagey affair? It will be Getafe and Flippercito from right to left and from left to right. Representing Valladolid will be LJR Pashotto. A nice little bit of dribbling there from Perez, but just dribbles straight into LJR. The other games taking place that we're going to keep our eyes on. JRG and Jataba going head-to-head. That's going to pique my interest. Alongside that one, We have got Andre Dominic and Chichu going head to head. I'm sure we've got our very own Gravison out and about, keeping an eye on all things in the other matches. If there's any big storylines or moments to report to you, we will bring you everything that you can't see right now. Lamine Yamal with the first chance for Flippercito to stretch his legs, but just offside.
Yeah, just off there. I like the build-up play. You can see he's got a pattern in terms of triggering runs to the wide plays. He's playing first-time passes with the players that have the attributes and the play styles to do so. However, he's about to find himself 1-0 down. LGR Peixoto with composure in the box and precision there with Johan Cruyff.
I've got a bad feeling for Flippercito that this might get out of hand.
You think it's going to...
Because LJR is also... He's got a nasty streak to him. He's got a ruthless streak to him. He will score 7, 8, 9 goals in a game, whereas some players, they will take the foot off the gas. They'll try things. They'll maybe play a little bit sort of more reserved, shall we say. LJR's not one of them, especially after he lost his first game as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're playing against somebody... Again, I said it on the desk there. He has to win the game, but would he be feeling nervous, dare I say, just because it's a new domestic tournament that he's played in? Yes, he's been a champion in France. Playing in Spain is a different ball game. But he started off very, very well. He's going to have to defend this attack straight from kickoff, though, and it looks as if he's about to concede. Flippercito straight down the other end. He had options. He could have gone right, could have gone left with Xavi. He opted for down that left-hand side.
Fantastic reply from Flippercito into this tie, and it just shows sort of the quality. I seem to remember this time last year we were sat in these exact seats watching a lot of this action, and we were a little bit disappointed with the quality of the league.
Yes.
There was a lot of sloppy goals, there was a lot of mistakes. That doesn't seem to be the case this year. I think there's a lot of really good FC on display.
Absolutely, I agree. I think the players that you'd expect them to sort of fall away and not be in and amongst the top players, and you can see Di Sanchez against Santiram. Santiram defeated Flippercito in that opening round. He is 1-0 down as it stands. But I agree, I think the level is 10 times higher than this stage last year.
Yeah, Santiram, a player that I want to keep my eyes on as well throughout this process of matches, representing AD Shweta, and he's a young player. He's only 18, but recently signed. He was at Team Hull and now obviously Team Liquid, and I think they don't just sign anyone.
Yeah,
they see potential and they sign quality, and I'm very intrigued to see how he gets on, because there's one thing showing it online, but showing it in this stage with the lights and the camera and the action, it is difficult for players. That's a mistake from Flippercito, just as we're talking about mistakes and not seeing them too frequently today. He's just giving LJR a goal. Yeah,
that near post finish as well is consistent on this game. LJR taking the lead again. You can see it here in that replay. That's a huge mistake. Could have driven it into Cruyff there, and that near post finish, as I said. Get enough power behind it with precision shooting. You're going to score those chances.
Every time.
Every single time there.
Other games underway right now. Hugo Sanchez and Dani Navarrete are 0-0 at this current juncture. Ika Monti and Nacho Bea going head-to-head, and it's Ika Monti actually 2-0 up.
Wow.
Against the Real Oviedo and Nacho Bea. We can jump into that game with Dani and Hugo Sanchez now.
Whose camera angle is that?
I'm sat...
We're in the stands.
In the stand. I'm on top of the stadium.
And these binoculars for this one. He's in on goal. Is he?
Is he? Marcus Rashford can't go around the goalkeeper. Oh, that's thrown me away.
My goodness.
Is he sat really far away from the monitor as well? He's scanning the pitch. I expect to see some unbelievable through balls.
You can see everything.
Yeah. See the manager on the touchline as well. This is far out. I think that's Yamal. Gareth Bale
Hugo Sanchez, though, as well, with his performance in that opening round, he would have expectation to try and progress into that top. I know it's only one game, or this is his second game now, but he definitely has the potential to finish in that top 8. He's about to potentially concede, though. Danny down the other end. Rashford with a huge save there from the keeper. Didn't expect him to save it.
We are in a pause, so we can jump around to another game and see what else is happening here. Any games that you can see there, Ryan, that are taking your fancy?
D. Sanchez is about to and has gone 4-0 up against
4-0 up.
Santiram.
Well,
that's the one Rich wanted to keep an eye on. We're jumping over to it live as it stands. You're going to be able to see the chance that D. Sanchez managed to tuck away. Dominant performance so far. You can see it there. Across the face of goal. 4-0. And I didn't catch what minute it was. But it's definitely going to be within the opening 30 or so minutes. $18 minutes, in fact. I was going to say within the opening 30. 18 minutes in, D. Sanchez 4-0 against Santarém. Long way to go, so he could end up closing that goal difference or potentially be in a whole world of trouble.
we've seen in the Pro Open as well, Ryan. Oh, someone just fell off the chair. We've seen results where players have gone 4 or 5 goals up early, but comebacks are doable.
Yep, 9-minute halves is definitely possible.
But D. Sanchez looks like scoring every single time he comes forward here.
Yeah, he's looking very, very dangerous. But as you said, in the first round, I remember seeing, I think it was Marin, ended up coming back. There's been so many games, I forget, but he was down by at least 3 or 4 goals and ended up coming back.
Yeah. I don't know if you can hear that. I've just heard a gigantic reaction in our featured game on the main stage, station number 1. It was Flippercito giving it the absolute reaction of all reactions.
Look at the scoreline in this game as well on the right side. It's just about going to be a save there. I thought there's going to be a goal back, but Adrian Dominic winning at 3-0 against Chechu. That is a great start from him.
It's one of those games, though, if you're Adrian Dominic, you look at that and you think, I should win this game.
Absolutely.
No disrespect to Chechu whatsoever, but he is showcased better ability on this stage before.
Yeah.
And I think Chechu he's not quite put it all together yet.
Yeah, it's a good way to respond to Adrian Dominic as well. Of course, losing that opening round against Tuga. And that's where the roar came from. This game is live right now. Flippercito making it 3-3 against LJR. This was the goal. You can see through ball in behind. Jude Bellingham gets ahead of the defender with a dink chip. And that was the celebration from Flippercito. He's loving it. Still a long way to go, though, in this game.
You weren't a massive reactor in your games. Hold on. Could have another one here.
I thought he could have taken that shot.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
It must take energy out of you, when you react like that.
I'm very relaxed. I'm never really going to celebrate unless it's like an ironic one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would expect it to, and it sort of takes you lose concentration. Well, I would anyway, definitely.
And does it auto motivate your opponent?
That's what that's one of the things.
Going, sit down. What are you doing?
Yeah, that's one of the big things for me. That is a major factor. Look at the pass. It's on. Plays it. Beautiful. Cruyff should be scoring.
Floated into the back post, just headed out. Is there a counter-attack potentially on here?
Look at the trigger run. Look at Yamal.
Top of the pitch, it is Yamal. Can he get away, though, First touch is nice, but just can't quite accelerate away from Carreras. He's offside.
I'll give Flippercito credit in this aspect of the game. In terms of getting a counter and utilising the left and right mids, he's got a game plan and he sticks to that blueprint. Like, he's very, very good at getting in those situations.
Yeah. But
it's other aspects of the build-up which, when you become too predictable sometimes...
Is it easy to defend then?
The thing is, that situation is... Even if you know it's coming, it's very difficult. So it's an aspect of the game that is actually a good thing to be repetitive at, because you're going to end up getting a break. Sooner or later, you're going to find that space.
As you see the table there on the left-hand side, and all the results coming in at the bottom of the screen. A couple of pretty hefty score lines in favour of one player. Sevilla, in particular, 4-0 up. But 1-0, 3-3, 3-1, 1-1. Close games for the majority here in match 3 of round 2. 3 more games to show you today before we wrap up half of the groups. We're about to be approaching half-time here. 3-3 between Flippercito and LJR Peixoto. No one's really put themselves out in front, have they? I mean, there's only been 2 games to play from, but have you been really impressed by anyone, Ryan, as we approach half-time?
I think Tuga, you know. Tuga and Polychris.
Okay.
For me, those two. See, Nathan Essar's got 6 points, but I don't even think he's been that impressive in his games, even though maybe that's a sign. He doesn't need to play his best to be unbeaten. Let's head on over to another game that is going on in this round.
Nacho Bayer.
We haven't seen much of it, but what we can see right now is Nacho Bayer losing 3-1 to Ikemonti. As it stands, though, 50 minutes or so have been played, and we might have jumped in at the perfect time. Nacho Bayer trying to build up, can't find the space through.
Yeah, Ikemonti representing Deportivo Alaves. He finished top 8 in 2023 in this tournament. Since then, not quite been able to put the pieces together to go for another run on this stage. This is his tournament that he plays typically year in, year out, as Nacho Bayer does get one back to put himself within 1 goal.
Yeah, it feels like a lifetime ago from that opening round when he played against Yago. I haven't heard from Yago all day.
Nearly 4.5 hours.
Wait, who did Yago play in? I need to search this. I should know this.
I think we've only seen Yago once.
Yeah, honestly, it feels like a lifetime ago.
Two 2-1 up at the moment. Is JRG. Finds himself in a decent position, Jataba, at the moment. Corner. Whipped into the back post. Maradona just selected there, but a little bit risky. Tried to head it back there. We will have a further extended look on this game from our very own Brandon Smith, who I believe has been keeping his eyes peeled on this matchup. Give us the lowdown from it. Just seeing the other matches currently underway right now. Again, narrow margins and a couple of big score lines. Chance at the near post. Good finish from JRG. Let's head to our featured matchup. But, as I said, Brandon Smith has been keeping his eyes peeled across a number of our games. I believe Game 6 in particular that we just saw. What you been making of it? Can't hear you right now, Brandon Smith. We'll come back to you later. LJR Peixoto and Flippercito. 4-3 now the Frenchman leads against Flippercito. You have to say for Flippercito, Ryan, he is a guaranteed top 16 in this tournament. I think every year he's played it, he's got to the top 16. I don't think he's ever gone further, but he always makes it to the finals.
Even against all odds as well, like last year where it was pretty, I would say like a 95% chance. Most people would have expected him to fall short. He managed to get in there, and there was a period in that game, I remember last year against Emre Yilmaz, round of 16, where he honestly posed a very decent threat to knock Emre Yilmaz out. Obviously didn't lead to that happening. But he's got an opportunity against another huge hitter in the scene in LJR, but he's going to have to defend this attack here quickly. Pedri.
Yeah, twisting, turning, LJR on the byline, just looking to put that little bit of distance. He can't quite now. Let's try again on this. Brandon Smith, you've been keeping an eye on a couple of the other games.
Have you got me this time? I think you have.
Right,
update for you. I was going to say I was going to give you an update in game 6, but you saw 2 of the goals. JRG 3-1 up in that game. He did go down early doors, but then came back in front. I mean, a word on Jotaba. I mean, Ryan, he's not been as good as he was. I mean, as we saw last, it was a cup finalist last season, wasn't he?
Last season, and obviously in that game for him, has there been any situations where maybe he's created opportunities where he hasn't scored, or has it just been JRG dominated?
I think it's been a lot of JRG traffic. He's been all over Jotaba so far. Question back to you, Rich. Who's been your outstanding player today? Who's been like the player that's been the MVP in your opinion?
I mean, there's so many to choose from. I think you probably, for me, you have to look towards Malaga and Tuga. 6 points. He's not had it all his own way.
Goal difference been great, hasn't it?
That last-minute winner in the second game against Danny Aguilar, but there's been, I mean, how many? I can see the table right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 7 players currently on 6 points as it stands right now. And Nacho Abella has just gone back to 3-3, so that's where we're going to go right now. Thank you very much for that, Brandon. We're going to jump back into the action because Nacho is also looking for a maximum point haul.
Exactly, and there's someone as well that's also there. 3-0 up. Hugo Sanchez has been unbelievable, sort of fallen under the radar a little bit. If he wins that game or sees it out, he will be sitting top based on goal difference. Let's focus a little bit more on this game, as I say. It jumps into a pause.
Yeah, so let's go back, in fact, to game number 6, the game that Brandon just was giving us an update on. I want to turn our attention to there because there's just been a couple of goals, maybe a flurry, shall we say, of goals coming in. Yamal with the finish.
Jotaba doesn't look happy based on the player cams there.
Not at all.
So we'll see the current scoreline when it comes to JRG. Of course, with that finish there, finds himself 4-2 up against Jotaba there. With just under 20 minutes left to be played, just when he needs to get something, I think, from this game, especially losing in that closely contested first round against Daniel Aguilar. That is going to be 0 points as it stands from a possible 6.
Can you look at it though, and I know we've talked a lot about points and making a mark on the table early and getting points on the board. Could be a chance here, strikes at the near post. If the performances have been good, can you take positives from that?
You can take positives, but in like a league phase, you'd rather play bad and
get wins
or get even a draw just to get something on the board.
I feel like in the 2v2 tournament that you referenced earlier on today, where you got a lot of draws, but you actually played well.
You played amazing. That's the worst situation.
You'd rather play poorly, win 5, lose 5, and get 15 points.
Exactly.
Than win 3, draw 4, and walk away with 13, for example.
I thought that ball was on.
I thought that through ball was going to be there. Look at the top of the pitch. There's a runner there. Xavi does have the capability to play it. Just fakes back inside, and now a double tap. Hits the top corner.
Wow.
JRG.
Nodding his head there. That pass goes through. That is interesting. Maradona latches onto it. That should be game, set and match between JRG and Jotaba, unless a miraculous comeback is staged. Let's jump back over to the featured game between Flippercito and LJR. We left it at 4-3, still remaining the same, Rich.
Yep, absolutely. There's really not been too much to highlight from in this second half, being completely honest. I feel like every time we've come to this game, one of the two players, I'm going to say, every time somebody's come to this game, one of the two players has had possession.
Yeah.
But I feel like they've been probing
Yeah.
in these sort of areas. It was LJR for a couple of attacks, and now it's Hatafe and Flippercito, but it needs to be punchier. It needs to be just slightly more aggressive.
Do you know what? Flippercito is playing as if it's in terms of keeping possession. You see from some of the best players this year, the likes of Tuga, perfect example. Gameplay was purely based around possession.
He's adapted.
He's adapted. You don't necessarily want to play that game anymore. You can create chances at will. You need to make sure that you're probing in those important areas.
Like this.
Like this, here he is. But then he slows it down.
Yeah, and he's looking for that player look there at the top of the pitch, fakes the player look again, just trying to create something. Does win a free kick.
The dangerous area.
It's a little wide, but
you can take this direct. I'm beyond it. Rich, you can actually take this direct, you know. Keeper's moved a little bit to shuffle to cover that angle, but
let's see what he's got here. It's a pause coming in, and once again, conversations happening. Is he playing Xavi up top on no player roles?
He changed formation to take it off. Let's jump back over though. Nacho Abello versus Ikemonti. It was 3-1 to Ikemonti, and then Nacho staged a comeback, and he's trying to see if he can get the winner here as well.
When you're talking about players necessarily not adapting, you cannot adapt if the gameplay that you were playing was almost perfect before. I feel like a few of these, I mean, it feels harsh to say veterans, but players like Nacho Abello and Tuga, you adapt a little bit, but you also keep what got you successful.
The blueprint is still there.
What got you to this stage. Chance, slow driven, off the post.
I wonder, easier said than done though, but I wonder if you could have taken a little bit more time, but then will the angle closed up? It's difficult to say.
You're talking about Yago? I've just seen him for the first time in 4 hours.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know where he's been.
Well, there's a very large practice area behind the scenes here for the players to play and warm up and get ready for their games. Just flicked away from Nacho Abello there.
That is a crucial interception, because you think if that pass latches onto the attacker, it could be all game done. 4-3, not enough time maybe to potentially respond. Nacho, though, can push forward. 88 minutes have been played. Is he going to opt for the last attack? He done that so well last year, and he's not done it correctly here. Ikemonti will have...
That's a very risky pass into the middle of the pitch, though.
I was about to say will have the last attack, but I actually feel like someone might give the ball away again.
Yeah. And now, 3-3 scoreline. I'm going to go early, +2. Only a +1 added minute.
Oh, no.
Play look. Perez, extra pass.
That's lovely.
Nacho Abello. It might be his last season. He might be hanging up the controller after this is all said and done, but he wants to go out with a bang with an FC Pro World Championship.
Incredible. Does the player look in towards Perez, I believe it was, playing their extra pass back. To be honest, that stemmed from that gift of possession from Ikemonti. That is a terrible, terrible giveaway of possession, in my opinion. Especially when, as a former pro, when you know you're going to have to defend the last attack, but then you actually don't. Your opponent's giving you the ball. You're sort of thinking, wow, an early present. But then to give it back towards Nacho Abello is devastating, and rightly so. He's been punished for that.
And he doesn't even get a chance to reply. Nacho Abello. 4-3 victory. Is the fairy tale ending starting to get scripted here in the very early stage? We're in chapter 1 of this La Liga FC Pro season, but it could be a Nacho Abello story. It could be a Nacho Abello fairy tale ending.
6 points from a possible 6.
Started very well for Nacho.
That was a very uncharacteristic giveaway of possession there from LJR. Very predictable pass. Flippercito does really well to press him high up and win the ball. And he can start an attack here. Jude Bellingham's onside. He's got the low-driven play style as well with Game Changer. Could have been an option, but didn't
just
go for
overran.
it.
Did he get a bit too excited?
Yeah, I think I don't blame him taking that initial sprint touch, but you don't need to
slow it down.
Yeah, slow it down a little bit and go for that Trivela low driven.
How often as well do we see players slow it down and the defensive player, you do panic. You know, do I dive? Do I jump in? Do I hold off? Do I give them space? Lots of different options really and opportunities for Flippercito to make more use of that chance.
Let's see though, it's going to be last roll of the dice. Substitutions, going to have to throw the kitchen sink in this game here just to make sure, at least if you do lose, you know you've given everything and tried every avenue to get back into the game.
Only a couple of games left to wrap up here. I'm just looking across. We've got our main stage matchup here. Jataba and JRG have just finished up. We'll bring you those full-time results from the desk.
Very confused at what's going on. Xavi up top.
Yeah, not sure. Saw it earlier. Still don't understand it.
Yeah, I thought that was a mistake. Or I thought he was changing formation. But no, it's Xavi staying up top. Obviously, he has the passing tired. He won't have the pace in behind. It could prove to be genius. We'll see if he has the opportunity anyway, because LJR has this free kick and will probably play it short and just keep possession.
2 minutes left on the regular clock. Probably looking at a +1, maybe a +2 in the injury time department. He's just keeping the ball in the corner, away from danger. LJR does give the ball back and gives Flippercito one more chance, and there would be an eruption from the main stage if Flippercito was to get an equaliser.
No
He's
way.
in.
It's
Pedri, low driven. He fires it across him.
Wow.
Flippercito flipping the script on LJR.
That is unbelievable. I can't quite believe how easy LJR gave possession away there. We've seen it in 2 games back-to-back now, late on, where it just doesn't seem right. But then Flippercito in behind with Pedri.
I thought we were going to low-driven it, but we didn't even need to. Just drive.
Just tuck it away.
One pass.
And that is the Xavi there. In behind. We questioned it.
That's why you play him up top.
Yeah, we questioned it.
What do we know?
Flippercito. Wow. It's going to be a few seconds for LJR to go forward. But he won't have long.
LJR has to go forward, has to go now to get 3 points on the board.
He's done so well. No way.
Perez!
Wow.
And he looks across at him. He gives him a salute. He lets him know he's there.
Oh, wow. That is unbelievable. He's done so well to just progress up the pitch, because if you turn back, the whistle blows. He's done so well here just to wait, bides his time. Turns with Perez over to the left. Finesse plus. Unbelievable. The celebration as well.
He hit it with his signature celebration.
See ya. What a way to get 3 points from LJR there.
Brilliant from LJR Peixoto. We said before the game, Ryan, he had to win this game. This was a must-win game. If he's got any aspirations of going through in the top 8, and he does win. 5 goals to 4, 2 90th minute plus goals. LJR, 3 points on the board.
Unbelievable. We've seen last-minute goals throughout this round as well. I just did not expect that one, Rich.
I can see some different stats in front of me and things going on. There was a game with David Sanchez.
Yeah, go on.
He had a 4.8 XG.
Yeah.
He won 10-1.
I know he was 4-0 up. 10-1.
With a 4 XG. David Sanchez making us lost for words. 3 people who are never lost for words. Back over to the desk. Nicole alongside Mr. Brandon Smith and Gravison.
Oh, lovely one from you there, Richard Buckley. Great job as always, guys. Grav, Brandon, hello.
What an ending, by the way. Flippercito, I love the celebrations and stuff, but let's be honest, he kind of did get slightly quietened down there by Leandro. You just could see it coming. You could just see the goal coming, and Leandro Peixoto, he didn't get up and celebrate. Just looked straight at him and just gave him a little celebration, didn't he?
I know, Brandon, but I was saying earlier on, I love that personality, the emotions that you see from some of these players, like Flippercito. I think it's good vibes, and we can have a look at some of the results here. Like you said, Flippercito got a late goal back. You thought it was going to be a draw, and then LJR Peixoto managed to get a late winner. Really good game, a much-needed win, actually, for LJR Peixoto as well.
Hugo Sanchez.
Hugo Sanchez, I know,
difference.
Huge.
He has to be on
10-1.
top because he's got 6 points.
You'd imagine so, yeah. He's got 2 wins from 2, 6 points, like you said, Grab, and that goal difference, you'd imagine, is wild. This was our featured game, LJR Peixoto versus Flippercito. Like we said, LJR Peixoto really needed a win here, but Brandon, we know how good he is. He just didn't have the best start to his day, did he?
No, I mean, look, I think the great thing about Flippercito is he's part of that pack of Spanish players that, you know, every time they're going to be here in the competition looking to sort of trip up those new names that are coming in. But I just think, no offence to me, he's running into an absolute monster in Leandro Peixoto. And yes, we thought he might have snatched a point at 4-4. He's always been chasing back in the game. He loves the celebration. But, Grav, you're up against a player that's just had more international experience than you, more time in the FC Pro Open, more time, in the nicest way, winning the league, winning the French league.
I feel like you don't want to make it personal against a player like LJR Peixoto, because he's good enough as it is. So if you give him motivation to play against you, he's going to put everything on the line, as we just saw. He did score that goal in the last kick of the game, and I felt like it wasn't only about the 3 points, it was about sticking it to him. And he did.
Yeah, he did. I feel like we're going to see some more big reactions from
Especially tomorrow.
Especially tomorrow. One guy I want to speak about, Nacho Abella. We spoke a lot about him earlier on in that first featured match of the day, which feels like a while ago. And a good win, good performance. 2 wins from 2.
Yes, I mean, it was a difficult one. He was losing 1-3 on 1 point, but he did make a good comeback. And it's curious because he was supposed to not be playing as much. He was chilling. He's studying now, but...
Should we get him on?
I think we should.
In the corner of the studio. Nacho, come join us. Oh, lovely to see you.
Hi, how are you?
Big smile on your face. How are you feeling right now? 2 wins from 2, 6 points on the board. You must be feeling pretty good.
I'm feeling really tired.
Tired?
I mean,
1 game left.
I'm too old to play, but I feel really happy because I won the last match. Something that we are talking in the stage in the box is that every match is a battle, but crazy, because as you can see, Chechu won LJR. That is a crazy match. I mean, I think that nobody expects this result. And then Monty lost 7-2 against Hugo Sanchez, and you can say, okay, I won Yago, so maybe it's gonna be a easy game, but it wasn't. So I'm really exhausted because. Yeah. This game is really stressed.
You're tired. It's draining. Hey, a lot of energy. But yeah, you've still got another one to go this evening
against Flippercito at I think 9 o'clock. So I need to.
Better get that energy up.
Yeah, I need to get that energy again.
Any celebrations against Flippercito, or is it going to be a chill match, or are you going to be?
This year I'm chilling. I mean,
no.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm chilling. I just want to enjoy. So. I don't know. Just I need 1 point for my objective, who is the first objective is the cup, and I only need 1 point. So whatever it can next, it will be.
You could
perfect.
have 3 points though if you beat Flippercito.
Yeah, obviously.
I mean, you could be in an unbelievable position. What's it like playing? I mean, in a tournament like now where you could be 2 or 3 goals up. With the nature of the game, it's not a safe scoreline.
Never. I think that in this game you are never safe. Because yesterday training I was playing against Hidalgo. I was losing 7-1, and I said, okay, this match is over. The final score, I think it was 9-8. So I mean, you are you will have always the chance to win the game. So you have to be focused and score your chances to can win.
And Nacho, some of these guys, they don't believe that this is going to be your final season. What do you say to that?
100% is my last
If
year.
you qualify for if you won the World Cup this year, you would still believe, would you?
Yeah. I want to create a family for the future with my girlfriend, and I mean...
You can if you keep earning the money from the tournaments.
It's a lot of time that I spend when I am studying, so it's impossible for me.
I'm sure Nicole wants to ask this question as well.
Okay.
What happens if you get the win in La Liga champion? Last year you said about the blue hair, what's happening this year?
The same.
Blue hair?
Yeah.
Yeah?
There you go, Nicole.
I'll do it. Can I do it? Can I dye it for you? We'll
sure.
do it on. Yeah, great. Love that.
It will be perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Love that. Thank you so much,
Thank
Nacho.
you.
It's great to see you. I mean, we're going to let you have a little rest before your game later on, and we're going to have a look at the standings and see how things are looking right now. Okay, here we are.
+14 for Eibar. That goal difference.
Wow. Wow. I mean, boys, are you keeping up with everything? You're doing your quick maths as we go through the day, Brandon
I'm trying
Smith?
to work out how many goals. I can't even start to think how many goals have gone in. But I'm really looking at that top 8, and it is looking great. Di Fernandez in there. Tuga, we said how good he was in terms of scoring. Hugo Sanchez sort of gone under the radar with some huge performances his end. O'Brien again, top 8 as it stands. Nicholas in there. Our good friend Nacho in the top 8 as it stands too. And look, I think we've got, what, three more rounds left?
Yeah, we do. And you see, your maths is good.
9 rounds. We played 6 technically. We're going into round 3 next, aren't we?
We are. I'm going to let you guys have a little breather like Nacho because we're going to head to a short break. We'll see you in a bit.